The snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
On first down, Jet, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
66, bullet high. Go.
On second down, Jet, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
58, boys, 58, 58, it's Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Shit. Watch twist.
He won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now we give to Taylor. Room here to run. He's at the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 77 yards. And the Colts will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shift. Check 43. Hey, alert 3. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Solid running there. And CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
You must be getting tired of seeing blue dark corkers. 61, matchbox.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pilot 64, weak. I'm going to run you over. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Smoke that team on the bus. Slam.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hey, watch the slant.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now where will the side judge stop his clock? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 94 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day, all day. Switch.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Watch the edge. Check. Cowboy 80.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Jim. 60
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Check 26, check 26.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 19 Tiger.
Running left, Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not today. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere. Check 60. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
60 Bison. Kill. Shift. Watch the shift. 70 Timberwolf.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
this drive. They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Looking to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This from 54 yards away. McCann's kick up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
80 weapon. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And caught. This is Bennett, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Check 53. Man, I got you. Man, I got General. Flash. Check 3. Check the backer. Check the backer. Mike.
On first down. Check. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Whip. Watch the whip. Protein spill. My game. Watch the run. Under 10. 10.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 50.
side. Bennett. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let him know. Let him know. Check safety. Hiking 18. Hey, watch the slant.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Watch the slant. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on first down. Jet, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Okay, baby,
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Check three.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet. 35's the mic.
Let's make these babies cry all
Squeeze, get in there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
No, off. Switch.
They hand off to their big tight end. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Chopper. Chopper.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Set. Ready. 90. Ball. 35's the mic.
Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. The lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second and 4. And we'll go right back to Andrews. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60.
54.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He's checking. Crash.
Hey, watch that.
They'll throw now on the final play. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, normally you see three tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get there. SOS.
Back to throw here. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They run on first down with Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Tighten up. Sponge. No.
Check your hot read.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Switch it. 66. Bullet high. Box trot. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 50. Hard. I'm trying to collect. Check.
Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
H3, 2, 18. Chopper. Check nickel. Check 4. Blue dark quarters.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
61. Matchbox light. Showing it. Seeing. On. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bennett. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll run on first down. Jet. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On the set. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I got you. Recon 132 fighter.
Guy, check 6 guy.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Lock it. Wide. Get wide.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Carry by Taylor to start the drive. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Watch the pass. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Big Ed, big Ed, big Ed.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Keenan Allen, 84 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
I got him, I got him. At 58 is a Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
35's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check.
Here's Wilson to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive trading. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Ready up. Bring it. Bring it. Mike, scene 6. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Shift, shift. Shift. You're out. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the twist.
Again, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Jets are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. The lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
49, check 49, check 49.
Shift.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 43. Line 9. Line 9. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 9's the mic. 9's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
He'll look to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Check 31. Check 31. Hatchet. Hatchet. Slam.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. Big Derek Brown making the stop. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey, turn it up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Switch. Watch the edge.
They'll run on 1st down. Jackson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
They'll run here with Taylor. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Kill.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Check 52. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and run Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be fourth and goal. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they get Jack Conklin there, the right tackle. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Check 50. Dog. Watch out.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Throwing now is Wilson. It's complete to the tight end Bennett. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
That's one way to get yourself out of a hole. They're backed up deep. And while this looked like a simple completion at first, he was able to create some space, and off he goes. Separation not just in the route, but after the catch, too.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
We got trips, we got 3. Hey, watch 13, watch 13. Watch tight end.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Gone, gone. It's a safety.
On 1st down, Jet. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight left.
3 down, 3 down.
My gate.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Now Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 41, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
Well, the Colts will play again next weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.
なんとか勝ちました。いやー、次は、レギジャーさん率いる KC ですね。いやー、まあ、とりあえず、ちょっと今日はここで落ちます。お疲れ様でした。